I do want to watch this. The problem with movies nowadays. This should be good, but I'm not gonna lie.
There's three problems with movies nowadays. Problem number one is that everybody's trying to revamp and remake something, or the infamous.
Facts. I'm sick of the remakes, bro. I would rather you make something that's not good, trying to do something different, than remake the same thing and it be trash. That Avatar remake. How y'all bring in Suki before the Moon Girl, bro? Come on, bro. Bro. Come on, bro. We losing plot, bro. We're losing plot. Can't stand that, bro. Like, come on, gang.
Action. Like, what are we like? Make something original, please. Like the revamp, remake, retelling, live action whole trend is one of the worst things that's happened to the movie industry. It's really lazy and it pisses me off. And one big culprit is Disney. Brother, when I was growing up, Disney was peak. They was dropping banger after banger, Lemonade Mouth, Maleficent, other movies that I don't feel like thinking about right now. They was cooking up. But now they're too scared to do any new movies, so they just do live actions. For instance, the main one I want to talk about, Snow White, actually the inspiration of this video. Brother, I've never seen a live action.
I did not watch that movie, but boy, Disney needs something new, bro. They need to bring in bring in RDC if you need some new ideas or something, bro, cuz this remake thing ain't it, bro. All right? A remake ain't it.
Movie worse than this one. But in my opinion, Snow White is everything wrong with movies nowadays. And let me explain this. See, in the original Snow White, right? The whole premise of the movie is about a girl that had beef with her stepmom because the stepmom wanted to be prettier than her. But her little mirror gadget told her,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Snow White low-key looks better than you. Actually, it's not low-key. She's for sure the fairest in the land.
So the queen banishes this. I'm gonna just go with it. So the queen banishes Snow White to the wilderness, whatever, blah, blah, blah. She meets 7 dwarves and they become friends. And after that, I'm pretty sure she meets the prince for a little bit in the wilderness. They fall in love. But one thing leads to another. An old evil witch gave her an apple and she decides to eat it like an actual stupid fucking dumbass. And then she went into a deep sleep. The 7 Nigglets low-key peeped this and they was like, oh, we gotta save her. So they went to find the prince, made him kiss her. She went from dead to alive. They have a whole love scene. And then the prince and the 7 dwarves went to go slide on the dead to alive. They have a whole love scene.
This the one you chose out of all the gifts. I know my boy got gifts. I know he got a bunch of videos. I know he got a bunch of clip art, whatever he could have put right here. This the one he chose? I'm gonna get that.
And the prince and the 7 dwarves went to go slide on the witch or queen or whatever. They get back, they have a big party or whatever, and they live happily ever after. The end, right? But since it's such a historical film and such an important film in Disney history, you would think they would honor the source material and truly give it their all when they made this live action. Well,
see, but that's the thing about the live action remakes. The problem with them isn't that the actors are bad or like, I mean, there's some pretty bad acting I've seen, but the problem is they keep changing. They keep making too many changes, bro. If you're going to remake something or if you're going to make something based off of something else, you need to look at the source material. Like y'all be just changing everything, bro. I can't get right with that. Y'all messing up childhoods, bro. This is how the Mandela effect gets put, right? They be changing our childhood to something we ain't trying to hear. And then all of a sudden they say it never happened. I'm telling you, bro. That's some real, y'all gotta really think about that, chat.
Obviously they fucking did it. You see, Disney's seen this beautiful story, quote unquote, looked at it and said, I don't really like it. It's kind of misogynistic. But here's what I seem to not understand about this whole situation. If you didn't like how the story was originally,
make a new one.
Why would you redo it? Like, they completely changed every single aspect that people loved about this film. Instead of a prince saving Snow White, they made the guy a thief. Why would a princess fall in love with a thief? This is not Aladdin. And even in Aladdin, brother knew he had to get his grip up, bro. Like, there was no way he was finna pull a queen looking like a bum. And then also, why is the queen Gal Gadot?
All right, let's be honest. When this first came out, We didn't notice. Let's be real. Let's be real. We didn't notice at first. Over time, though, over time, we started to notice. But when these movies were coming out, Wonder Woman 1 and Justice League, we did not notice. We did not. We didn't even peep it was bad, bro. Let's be honest. We did not peep at all at first. I mean, now it's pretty obvious. But before, we didn't even notice.
And then even Snow White herself was a bad casting. And it wasn't even for her acting. I actually think Rachel Ziegler, whatever her name is actually a pretty good actor. And she was actually pretty good in this film. But here's the problem. She doesn't even like Snow White. Like, she's publicly stated that she thinks the whole story is very misogynistic, outdated, and it's just overall not as good as she would like it. She literally gets visually disgusted whenever she talks about this film. Which, again, if you don't like the film, that's purely okay. But why would you play the role? This is Disney we're talking about. This is not no indie production. They could have got somebody else. You didn't have to.
I had no idea that was gonna be in there. Do not cancel me for whatever that meant. Please, I'm begging. I'm begging you.
Role. But I'm gonna play you this clip and I'm gonna tell you why she said this publicly.
The cartoon was made 85 years ago, and therefore it's extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power. It became about the fairest of them all, meaning who is the most just.
She thinks Snow White is misogynistic, so she wanted to rewrite the story. Which, again, I've been saying it this whole video. Nothing wrong with it.
Okay, you have your opinion, which is fine. Whatever your opinion is true, at least for you. Fine. But you can't state an opinion about something for the masses and expect the masses to just go with it. And even if they do agree, even if the masses do agree, you can't change something. When it comes to nostalgia, you can't change it. People will nitpick when it comes to nostalgia. You mess up one thing, if you take somebody back to their childhood home, right? And there's a painting in there, and you don't have that painting in there, they're going to notice. Something that you messed up is going to be noticed because there's a nostalgia put to it. That's why COD gets so much hate sometimes. Because there's some things that will never go back. That's why 2K gets so much hate. Games get so much hate because of the things that they remember that aren't there. You can have everything in there except for one thing. They're going to point out that one thing. Because they remember all the good. So any good thing you don't have, they're gonna point it out. Which is why you cannot remake a movie and change the entire plot.
But why would you remake Snow White? Snow White is a story made in the 1920s. Why are y'all expecting them not to be misogynistic, bro? They were 60 years away from slavery, bro. These aren't the best people of character. But originality is being missed in movies. That's why Sinners did so good. We should stop at number 2, originality. See, Sinners is everything.
Bro, I'm sorry, Chad. I still haven't seen this movie, bro. I wanted to see it, but I still haven't seen it, bro.
With movies, in my opinion. If you don't know what this movie is, it's a movie starring Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld, made by Ryan Coogler, and it's one of the best movies I've ever watched. And here's why. It was different. That's it. The vibe, the atmosphere, the setting, the actors, everything was different. And even if there was familiar faces, they played their roles so well that I literally forgot they were acting. Michael B. Jordan literally played 2 characters in this movie. And about halfway in the movie, I forgot it was 2 different people. That's how well he played this role. This movie was just perfection. And you can tell everybody involved in this movie really cared about what they were doing. From the writing, to the set designs, to the acting, to the music made. Like, it was just, there was one scene where it literally took.
Yo, I'm sorry, I gotta say this, bro. Black Panther was so freaking. Black Panther's dad, T'Chaka, dumb. All he had to do was bring back Lil Bro, and none of it would have happened. I'm still, to this day, I'm pressed about that. To this day, I'm pressed. To this day. All he had to do was bring Lil Bro back. Tell him, yo, your pops, I don't know what happened, whatever, whoop the whoop, and none of it would have happened. But no, he wanted to leave. He wanted to leave, bro. Left his own brother dead right there for his kid to see. Like, come on, bro. I can't stand, like, how you a king, but you ain't thinking logically at all. You're not even thinking emotionally at all. What went through your mind to make that decision, bro?
whole history of black music.
The movie was in like 2018, by the way. I know people were hating on the little chicken jockey stuff and all that, but I feel like that's what some of those things are what makes movies good, right? The things that you don't know are gonna happen that like just catch on. I feel like that makes movies great. Sometimes. Sometimes movies are just good, and other times people make them good. You know? Like back in the day when everybody was going to the theater, the smell of popcorn, the smell of soda, getting candy, that stuff made movies better than what they were. So like it's kind of the same thing with people and trends. Trends make things just as good. When people were going to that Minion, I did not see Minions, but when people were going to the Minion movie with suits on, playing Yeet, shout out to Yeet, it made the movie that much better. I'm guessing because it was a trend. It was cool to do. It was nice to do. It was fun to do.
Doesn't take itself that serious. Like, I feel like all throughout the 2010s, we had movies like that. Like those comedy movies by Jack Black, Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, those type of movies. I feel like society's missing those. Those movies weren't meant to be taken serious. The budget probably wasn't even that crazy, but they were good, fun movies to be a part of. You know, the grown-ups of the world, stuff like that. And I feel like the Minecraft movie kind of brought that back. It didn't take itself serious. It didn't try to be the best production cost. It was just a good, fun movie. I mean, there was a whole trend where people threw their popcorn in the air because of a chicken jockey joke. Which I don't get at all because I don't play Minecraft. And the whole vibe of the rollout of this movie was just fun. Kind of reminded me of the Minion movie a couple years back, which in my opinion,
Yo, this dude in my head, yo, what is wrong with this dude, yo? That's actually weird, bro. That is weird. That's weird. That's weird, bro.
one of the best movie rollouts in the history. I mean, people were coming out wearing suits to the movie theater. Grown-ass adults dressing crazy just to see a movie that's for kids. But it just built around to the hype of it. The Minions movie didn't take itself serious. It was just good fun and people loved it.
That was actually weird, bro. Like y'all may think I'm kidding, but that was I don't know, bro.
Because it knew what it was. See, this and Sinners is what we need in Hollywood right now. Either a deep original film or just good fun. It isn't that complicated. But what we don't need is revamps, because you see Disney falling off with this. You see Marvel trying to do this same thing with the whole superhero story, bro. It should have ended after Infinity War. I'm sorry. Because this next phase is just not hitting and nobody cares about it.
Hold on. I heard that the movie with Sentry, I heard Thunderbolts was good. I heard Thunderbolts was good. So I don't know if I can agree with this yet. I gotta see it. I gotta watch Thunderbolts.
If you do try to do revamps, at least do it right, like DC is doing right now. I mean, that new Batman movie was peak, but it was peak because
Bex, give me Batman 2 right now. Right now.
really stayed true to what they loved. You could tell everybody loved what they were doing in the movie. They went all out. But this little revamp, being progressive bullshit that some of these movies are trying to do, stop it. Because nobody likes it. Just make good movies and appeal to your audience in the right way. Honestly, if these companies fix that, I feel like the problem with movies will be solved. But you know what's another big problem? You're not following my Twitch. Go follow my Twitch. I stream every single day. I'm streaming right now, so go follow it. All my clips from my Twitch are in my reaction channel, so tap into that. If you want to interact with me, the Discord is the best way. Stay blessed. Thank you and goodbye. God love you. Yeshua, I love you. You know, there's
Hey, shout out my boy. Hey, that was an amazing video, actually. I mean, I knew it was gonna be good. His videos are always good, but yeah, WVid boy.
You were sleepwalking. I can't go out. I'm sick. I sleepwalk.